Good morning. Yes, I have another test. This is ridiculous, the amount that I'm juggling right now. And I'm not mad about it. I mean, I have several of them already finished, so I'm ready to get started on another one. I have already caked my yarns. They actually come in regular skeins, but back in the day, I wound them into hanks just because they're easier to store, and some of them were just coming undone, and I joined some of the colors that I had multiple of, but these are, it's discontinued, I'm pretty sure. These are patent stretch socks in the colorway Nougat, caramel cream stripes, and pumpkin spice jacquard, or jacquard or whatever, or caramel, however you pronounce any of these things, okay? I don't care. Tomato, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. It's yarn. Sorry, I was switching hands and got a little wobbly there, but I'm excited. I have already tried swatching in multiple hook sizes. Actually, I did already try to make a different yarn work, and it didn't. It was gonna be 100% cotton, but it had, it had like little slubby things in it kind of, so it kind of became like a thin, thick yarn, and I could not crochet with 1mm needles, and that was probably what was gonna take, needles, hooks. Look, I can knit and crochet. I have no ill will towards either. I love being able to do both crafts, so sometimes they just blend together in my brain. Anyway, so my swatch is already perfect here. I finally got a 4x4 square, and this is gonna be crazy with striping. Do you wanna know what it is? It is for Tinderbox, or I Love Tinderbox on Instagram. She has specially invited me to test this for her because she's never before done this. Overalls. She's done like pants. I did like some joggers before, but this one is also done kind of by measurement. So you can custom fit this to you, because you know all our booty sizes are different, and torso sizes and bust sizes. So to say that all of us should fit into one category is just impossible. So she has a spreadsheet where you enter your numbers in, and then it spits out like different places that you need for stitch counts, and then those numbers are referenced in the pattern. So I'm so thrilled to get it going. We've only had already like a couple corrections, so this pattern is going to be so perfect for you. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to set it down, but I do have that problem. I was very skeptical about how the striping was gonna go on this, and I've had to deal with managing 3 cakes of yarn, but it's fine and it's worth it, and I'm down with the pattern that I am achieving here. And I'm also realizing back in the day I took a picture of some carpet that I saw in a hotel room, and I feel like I'm getting inspiration from that and didn't even really realize it. So that's pretty cool. And when I first started, okay, so I did the one pant leg, and then it's very hard to notice the letters to reference for your size, because that's the way she does this design, is to do it to your body. which is awesome because all of our hips are shaped differently, all of our upper bodies are shaped differently, and just because you have an upper body of X doesn't mean you have a bottom part of why. So that we're all just different, and that's awesome. So this design is perfect to be able to put in your measurements and spit out what you need for certain parts. But she referenced them as letters, and there's really no other better way to do this I could think of either. And I mean, unless you get really techie, but to be basic here, like there's no, can you guys go? These dogs, they're so playful when I'm trying to do a vlog here. How rude. Anyway, so I didn't realize that I needed to repeat decreasing sections, and then I went straight to my pant leg 2, and then I got carried away on my pant leg 2 as if it was just like the pant leg 1. You know, shame on me for not paying attention. And then I got to the point where I need to be repeating those decreases, and I realized I didn't do that on pant leg 1. So then I had to go back and do that. But then when I went back to pant leg 2, I thought it was like connecting time. I realized, wow, I didn't need to do all those decreases for pant leg 1 the way that I did, because we moved like kind of the crotch area so it matches better. I'm assuming that's how it is. And I don't know, like, so I ended up doing that. It's not that dreading. I'm just annoyed with the dogs right now, so excuse me. But, so I have just finished that part, and now I get to connect them both, and I can't wait to come back and show y'all them as shorts. Woohoo! I have 2 pant legs. I have made so much progress. I kept being weird on my stitch counts, so I had to unravel and redo it like a few times, but I am on track to go for a long period of time now. But these are my shorts. I haven't seamed together like the crotch area together, so it's a little bit of a gap there. I have a feeling I'm gonna use some ends to help me. I love it. I love how like hodgepodge the seams are. Today is a very active day for the dogs, apparently. They decided when I press record, they were gonna drink some water. So I'm sorry about background noise, but I just had to say, shorts are attached. Both legs are attached, and we're on a roll. And before long, I'll get to try these puppies on. So I finished this front piece last night, but that's it. That's the rest of the yarn. So I gotta dip into my stash again. But the colors that I have of this yarn are this, and this. So I feel like these are gonna not have to go, and this has to come in. We've got a little bit of this blue and this orange, and I think we could make it work. But I almost feel like I want to frog this and continue striping, but bring in this color with the striping so that it'll blend with the back. Otherwise, I'm really going to get something funky looking. Yarn chicken is... I just don't know how I feel about using this as a kind of scrappy project. It started off pretty good. I don't know what Tail's barking about. They've started drilling for natural gas behind our backyard, which is kind of inconvenient and loud for us, and so it's just what it is. Anyway, let me just show you.
So I've redone the front panel, but in order to not have to deal with a bunch of ends, I've made the striping like a thicker striping, but even if I made it thinner, I feel like I would get somewhat of the same effect. It's just very obviously different from the bottom. I don't even know how I'm gonna style this. I like the idea of this design, but my execution is not that tasteful. I feel like I'm doing like a little bit of a cheesy version, giving that cheesy vibe of crochet. So I don't feel like I'm doing it justice. But for now, let's see. This is it. Do you see? It's very different. Okay, I haven't done the back yet, so it's a bit saggy there. This will, have better support once I do the back. I'm gonna do the back next. Like maybe when I make the straps, I think I'm gonna do like a tie version instead of actual suspenders. But how cool the worksheet actually, like spreadsheet, actually works in custom sizing. That's like the coolest part about this. I really wish I had enough of this to be able to do it for the full yardage, but it's not happening. So, I mean, this part doesn't look so bad. See, you could see like the thicker striping too. But see, I tried the thin stripe there, and even if I did the thin stripe, well, it's one on the top too. Even if I did the thin stripe, you would still see like the massive difference. It is what it is. We're gonna go with it, and hopefully we can adjust it in styling. I'm thrilled to be able to show y'all later other tester versions that are probably gonna do it way better.